By now, you must have heard of the amazing Indian chess player Praggnanandhaa, but would you believe that he may not even be the best chess player in his family? That's because his older sister, Vaishali, has given him a run for his money. Vaishali has just scored her third Grandmaster norm. It's only a matter of time before she actually gets the title. And in this position, just in one move, I'm going to show you her genius because she makes a little itty-bitty chess move and breaks 4 of FunMasterMike's rules in the process. Now, you may have heard 2 wrongs don't make a right, but maybe 4 wrongs make a right. What does she do? She plays this little itty-bitty move h3. It may not seem like much, but watch how genius it is. Okay, so rule number 1 she breaks. She pushes a pawn on the side of the chessboard before finishing her development. Number 2, she's allowing her opponent to get the bishop pair. Number 3, she's willingly doubling her pawns. And number 4, she's moving her f-pawn. And because I don't speak Tamil, I don't know how to give her my written permission. Actually, I speak a little bit. Vanakkam to ChessKid YouTube. All right, thus ends my Tamil. Now, black did take, and the pawn took back. And in this position, not only does this pawn bolster her center, it helps make sure that this bishop does not bear down on her king. Also, it opens up the rook's line for attack. That's what we call foreshadowing, kids. And lastly, when you move your f-pawn, you actually help your queen sneak out to g3. That's actually white's big plan. If black does nothing, the queen's going to get to g3. This knight is going to hop, hop, hop-a-roo to a square like f5. And black's actually going to be in big trouble. Just imagine the white queen here and the white knight there. We have all kinds of threats, most notably a checkmate. Look at that. I've got a red ghost piece going to g7. Also, ghost piece to h6 would be a very neat move. Okay, so black already is having trouble defending because if black plays a move like bishop e6, because this bishop was also bearing down on the king and on the f7 pawn, then pawn to d5 is going to win material. So what did black do? Black tried knight to e7, bringing more pieces over to the defense and also thinking that this knight might go to the square h4 and it keeps the white knight out of the square f5, or at least black can trade for it. It also guards this square. That's also called foreshadowing, chess kids. Now the knight did hop to the square h4, and black decided to try to block the power of this bishop by playing this move d5. However, there was a major line that black missed. First, Vaishali captures, then black captures back, and now Vaishali shows why she's almost certainly going to be the next female Grandmaster. She plays this unbelievably genius move, knight to g6. Who would have thought that that was the entry square for the knight? Now the point is very simple. If the pawn takes, then this knight is in an absolute pin, and after the knight is in an absolute pin, all we have to do here is take. Of course, you better not take with your queen, because if you do, I'll do, I think what they call in checkers, a double jump. I will take this knight check and then take the rook on the next turn. So if the king takes, then a very simple move like queen f3 check and everything is hanging. The king is in danger, the knight is in danger, and if you block with the knight, peekaboo, Mr. Rook is still on that very vulnerable diagonal. So black decided not to capture, and black said, okay, I'm going to take this pawn first, because after all, FunMasterMike says don't answer an attack with an attack because I get to capture first. Usually the side capturing first does better, but this whole video is about exceptions to the rules. Did white move the queen somewhere? No. White played rook takes f7, leaving the queen completely on free. And the point is, if you take the queen, then I'll play rook takes rook, and what a pretty double check. The bishop's line is opened, the rook is opened. After the king moves to h7, it's a pity there's no checkmate, but if you simply take the queen, you can see that white is up a lot of material, an entire rook to be fair, and yeah, there's all kinds of checkmates, the knight is hanging, all kinds of fun stuff. So if we go back to this position, black decided to capture it. Now for the moment, black is up a clean rook, but after queen f3, I think everything is hanging. That's the answer, everything. The rook is hanging, the knight is hanging, this rook is hanging. It's hard to find any black pieces that are particularly happy. And after queen f6, which was the best defensive move, the very simple knight takes pawn on e5, double attacking this rook. It's really a triple attack if you count this queen. This queen, by the way, is also still threatening this rook over here on the square a8. Black took,
Oh.
white took back with this guy, and even though white is down a rook, there's simply no way you can guard this rook in any meaningful way. Once white takes the rook, the attack is back on like Donkey Kong. White also has an extra pawn, and clearly white is for choice in this position. So there you go, Prog. You just turned 18, but you might want to look up to your older sister for some advice, because I think she's pretty close on your heels for the best chess player in your family.